Welcome, everybody, to the Canadian Esports Championship Series. My name is Wilby, and I will be your host tonight. With me, we have Carney here for the Black Ops Cold War Grand Final match between Timbits and Kobra Elite. Carney, what are we expecting to see this evening?
So, our maps for this series are going to be Checkmate Hardpoint, Search and Destroy Moscow, Raid Control, and if necessary, Map 4 will be Hardpoint Raid, and Map 5 will be Raid, Search and Destroy. And also, the Timbits are coming from the winner's bracket side, so if the Kobra Elite do win this first series, it will be a bracket reset, and we'll have both teams redo the vetoes for that series.
That's actually one thing I forgot. We are doing a double grand final. And that can actually bring us in for a long evening, but with it coming on, I mean, Timbits have been undefeated in the playoffs, right? So, do we expect to see like second grand final? Do you think Cobra Elite's coming in hot, or do you think that Timbits are gonna bring the heat and just get it over with?
I'm predicting a Timbits 3-0 here. That's what I think. I don't think we're going to be going to that second series, but let's see if Cobra Elite has some surprises up their sleeve here.
Absolutely. We do have Checkmate, like you said, is the first map here on Hardpoint.
Yeah. And we'll be hopping right into the match here. We got Timbits in blue and Cobra Elite in red. Let's see what happens right off the break. Phantom, the submachine gun player for Timbits, is going to be running right into the plane. Typical setup you'll see right here. Inseal is challenging him on the other side for Cobra Elite, hiding on this table, just contesting this point. And it's just going to be a battle up to see who peaks first. Right here, Inseal is weak, gets slid in on, does get traded out there, Fries, and Relapse does get killed by Frux, so it looks like Cobra Elite is going to have control of the hard point for the time being.
That middle plane is actually such a critical point to obviously get, especially right off the hop. Everybody knows that you're getting spammed through the walls, stuff like that. But being able to actually get those initial couple points can definitely help you in the late game. As when you kind of need 15, 20, especially if you're bringing it to the edge. And
Yeah,
it looks like we have Cobra Elite just completely disregard it though. They hop right on that second point.
yeah. So for that first hard point, it is pretty hectic in there. For every hard point, I'd say 3 through 5, plane control is huge. Second hardpoint is pretty much the only one where you don't really need someone in plane. And it looks like we'll be seeing the Timbits having pretty strong control here. But let's see if Glitch can make a play and help his team out by getting Timbits to spawn out. Does pick up one. The Cobra Elite will be spawning there. Let's see if Phantoms, or Paul Panics, my bad, will make a play here. Big break coming in from Timbits. Huge wipe, 4 down, and I'm pretty sure they're going to be spawning right out. Timbits just checking to see if they are going to have that back spawn still, and they don't, so they're going to be turning around. And again, we'll be seeing this hardpoint flip over to that bottom plane. Looks like Cobra Elite will have control for the beginning of it. Let's see if Timbits can set up a cohesive break here.
Holding under plane as well is kind of tough because you have essentially both angles back and forth to actually hold, and then you got to worry about guys dropping down and all that, and usually you know better than I would, but usually I only see that middle point like once it's usually like an on-off thing, right? You get like exactly like it's happening here.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, you get the team off, you get on for a little bit, but you're holding so many angles, they're gonna push you off and you get back, and I never find teams get insane amounts of points off of this lower one, but just to
Yeah,
say
one.
that Timbits does.
Yeah, 100%. So the bottom plane is definitely one of the harder points to hold on this map, just because to block off the other spawns, you just have so many different angles to look at, because it is obviously, right in the middle of the map. You're gonna have the four corners that they could be spawning on, so it'll just be taken out. And looks like Timbits is making a valiant effort here, wiping out the kills, and they're going to be having this control of the fourth hard point, and they do have the good spawns. And as you'll see here, Phantoms is going to be playing that top lane. If you get a submachine gun up here just to make sure that none of the other team's ARs can challenge, it's huge for you. And just as we say that, he's going to hop down, get 2 kills, huge kills. Oh, almost pops the 3-piece right there. Phantom's having a little bit of a streak there.
Phantom putting in work, the AK-74U. I mean, we with this now we have muzzles, right? Muzzles are un-GA'd, so I feel like that gives it a little bit more of a kick, right?
Yeah, so for sure with the submachine guns now, they are definitely going to be a little underpowered compared to the ARs, so that unGAing of muzzles was definitely needed. So that's why it's just amazing to see some of these sub players just absolutely go off. And of course, you're going to see Paul Panics, the main AR for Timbits, slaying out. He's always been uh, a big anchor for their team, just holding it down for them. If Paul Panix is playing good, the whole team is going to be playing good, just as your main AR, just because they're pretty much, I'd say, like the quarterback of your team. They're going to be controlling the spawns. They're going to be telling their teammates where to go. And as we see now, the Timbits are out to over a 100-point lead. They are absolutely dominating this map, and I didn't expect any less coming out of them. They're just a great team all season long.
Yeah, I mean they've shown us time and time again. They know how to play. They feel confident. I feel like the confidence in their play style really, you can see like they're hunting, they're chasing. I mean that's what you have to do in COD. But I mean any shooter, any competitive game, right? Sometimes you get put on the back foot. And you don't necessarily play the same way you would, right? You'd maybe a little more passive, a little safer. Maybe not so much in a hard point. At that point, I feel like it's probably one of the more aggressive game modes that we're playing, but it still mentally can affect you. But I feel like the constant pressure we see out of Timbits is something I can appreciate.
Yeah, if you start getting fried in Call of Duty, it definitely takes toll on confidence. And Call of Duty, I'm gonna say most players, once you get to the level that you start playing competitive, they have decent gun skill. Obviously, there's gonna be players that stand out. One in mind in this game is Phantoms. He's one of the best submachine gun players I've ever seen play, outside of pro play. So yeah, just playing with confidence is probably gonna be 60 to 70% of the reason that you win games. And Timbits don't lack any confidence. They're not scared to chow after they're hurt, and that really, if you put the other team in a tough spot, it just kind of snowballs it. As we see here, Timbits are just slaying out, and as I say that, a streak is going to come in from relapse, take out one. But Kobra Elite is making a strong effort to break the hill, but just as I say that, they are going to get taken down. Let's see if Frux can make a play here. Oh, I know they say that. Caster's Curse takes him out.
That was a nice play from Frux, though. Jumping across, doing the spamming and a little bit of damage through the crate. I think that's the kind of stuff you have to do, because otherwise, Timbits is gonna win those aim duels all day.
Yeah, 100%. You gotta get your points where you can take them, and as we say that, Timbits is gonna take first map checkmate hardpoint 250-253. And we'll just be looking at the best play of the game right here. Fry's just having a day for himself, having his pickings on the Cobra Elite spawn there. So I believe we will be seeing a host switch. The next map is, the next map, Moscow Search and Destroy, is going to be on the Cobra Elite host. So we'll be right back with the action.
Welcome everybody back to the second map in the Canadian Esports Championship Series, Black Ops Cold War Grand Final. Moving on our way to Moscow, we had a decisive win by Timbits on checkmate, and that was hardpoint. We're going to search and
Yep.
destroy. Let's hop right into it.
Yeah, so we'll be seeing Timbits start on the defending side here. I'm expecting the Cobra Elite to start with an A hit right here. It is usually the default on this map. Every map usually has a default site. And see what they can make happen. There aren't going to be any trophy systems out for either team on this round just because the round just started. And it looks like Timbits are going to go up two players 2-4. Let's see if the Cobra Elite can even it up. And still gets one as he gets traded out. It's going to be a 1v3. And just as I say that, Timbits are going to take out the last remaining player. 1-0 for Timbits as we switch over to their offensive side here.
Really quick to see. So I was going to say, for those who might not know, you say each map has a default site. What will constitute default site for somebody who wants to get into Black Ops Cold War or any Call of Duty? You know, what makes a default site to you?
Oh, 99% of the time, the default site is just going to be the one that is closer to the offensive side usually. And as you can see in the bottom left, the A symbol is going to be much closer to the spawn of the attacking team than the B site. And that's usually what constitutes it. When you compare that to other tactical shooters, say Valorant, for example, the sites are pretty much, it's going to be not exactly similar travel distance, but the sites, like, the maps are pretty balanced in a way that you can pretty much attack any site that you want, really. But yeah, in Call of Duty, it usually isn't like that. So that's why, yeah, as I said, there's usually one default site. And as I was speaking through all that, Timbits are gonna go ahead and win their offensive round 2-0 up. Let's see if the Cobra Elite are gonna have any life in them here. I'm wondering if they're gonna change it up. I don't know if they will.
One of the things that's different in COD as a shooter than a Valorant or CS or anything like that is, well, I guess COD is a lot closer to CS in that way, where you both spawn in two areas. Whereas Val, yeah, you have your
You can
starting
kind of
area.
pick, yeah,
You
exactly.
pick a site to go set up on or whatever. Whereas in COD, you
Mhm.
have to get there as a CT as well as a T, and it makes a lot of sense. You know, if you can get there faster as a T, you're gonna be able to be set up and all the rest. But I don't think it matters for Timbits. You know, I feel like they're like, hey, if you get here, we'll just shoot you, right?
Yeah, they're definitely one of the stronger teams I've seen come out of Canada recently.
He didn't see him. He didn't see him. Oh no, he did.
Oh,
Oh, the two
no!
piece on a freeze, man.
Oh, he's putting him in a
Oh
absolute montage there when he gets taken out by Frux there. It's gonna be a 1v1 Phantom and
man,
Frux. Yep.
oh
And
man.
are we gonna see it? Oh no.
No, I thought it was
This
gonna be Eminem. Okay, no,
yeah.
that was sick. That was so good out of freeze, man. That's gotta be played around. That was. I thought he didn't see him there, but I think he just.
Yeah.
I think he saw him and then heard.
Heard
Heard
him
him
behind him.
behind. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, absolute firework. Oh no, this is
Oh,
Frux.
it's Frux.
Oh, he's gonna get freeze probably.
Oh,
Oh, he doesn't get
but
a
yeah,
third.
that was an
Oh,
unreal. No, he gets the plant down. That's why the
oh,
game
that's
counts
why.
a plant as the points for the
Oh
best play.
no.
But that was unreal by Freeze. Just absolutely annihilates the second guy there
Yeah.
coming up from the escalator stairs.
That was yeah, huge to see. I mean, that's the type of work you got to put in, and that tilts you, right? Having one guy
Hmm.
behind him, you're pushing up on him, trying to pinch him. He gets both of you. You're like, oh,
Yeah, that's
feels
a
bad.
shot at the morale. And again, as I said, Call of Duty is like 60 to 70% all confidence. Let's see if Freeze is going to get this trade. Yep, going to trade it out, slide it right into the corner. So it looks like Timbits are going to be going for a B hit here. And you know what? This is a great play to see out of great teams. Obviously, they know that they can outgun the team, but why risk having to take 1v1 or maybe disadvantageous gunfights because the other team is defending when you could just throw them off and hit the other site and then you're the one setting up for their retake. So great play coming out of Timbits here.
Exactly. You know, it's COD obviously has a flow to it, but when you kind of make your own on the fly decisions, right? Like you said, ooh. as we say, that Timbits takes it going B as well. Making those on the fly decisions. Say, all right, well, we've gone A, twice. They know we're gonna probably go there again because they expect it. So as we saw with Kobra Elite, they were sitting back. They didn't really contest up in B. The only person who was there was I think it was Incio was sitting back, or was it Rep, one of the two back on the road, but they get taken out right away, and the B side's there, and then so I like seeing Timbit switch it up, but at the same time is look how many tight corners B has, right? Like look how hard it is to go in. You have to go in there, worry about them just lurking and stuff.
Yeah,
So
and number 5 relapse is gonna see this across the are gonna call out that play, and relapse gets taken out by glitch. Big shots out of him, and as you see on the bottom left minimap, the blue arrows are gonna be rotating over to that B site already. This is what I'd like to see. What I like to see out of Kobra Elite last round. Number 6, Phantom is already in the site, and doesn't look like he's going to need to pick up anyone in the site, as Paul Panic just takes out that other player that was carrying the bomb on mid street, and Inseal is in a 1v3 right now. And yeah, Timbits definitely knows the bomb is down. They're just going to be playing right around that.
well,
He is going to get spotted.
I had no idea
Shot.
he was playing off that tree. That was
Yeah.
really that's
Mhm.
smart,
angle
but
right
kind,
there.
kind of BM.
Unlucky.
This play.
Oh,
Yeah, Paul Pan's
yeah.
playing in the back. This is where the AR comes in his benefit. You cannot fight that with a
Mhm.
submachine gun.
Yeah, that's a really good angle, that top police station. And we are on match point here for Timbits. I would like to see one of the players from uh, Cobra Elite go to that car, but it looks like it's not even going to be necessary. They're going to have a 2-2 split, 2 down mid, and 2 hitting towards A for the Timbits. And we're about to see some gunfights. One goes down right there. Phantoms picks up a kill on Inseal, and they don't have full site control because there are some players from Cobra Elite in the lobby. That number 2 player on Cobra Elite is going to be hitting the escalators. Let's see if he can pick up another kill. It's going to be a big one right here. He's a 1v1 against Paul Panics, I believe. They're running around each other, ring around the rosy, and he gets a huge kill right there. That's a big kill that could change what happens in this round. And it looks like they're going to try pushing down escalators. Oh.
Oh, he
Yeah.
saw him too. That's you don't.
Yeah.
I mean, good, nice 3-piece out of Frux and Cobra Elite coming in with their first round. Really well played by Frux. You can't really ask more than that. But he could have got the ace. He could have wiped them. But
Yeah, so Frux could have finished that round a little earlier, but huge, absolute huge plays. That's definitely
yeah,
the best play of that round. Decides it for them. Gets huge 2-piece right there in the middle map. So Cobra Elite are hanging on to life here. Round count is 1-5 right now. Still on match point, and it looks like they're gonna do another full A hit. Let's see. Most likely they do have trophies, so that equipment is gonna be useless. And just as I say that, Paul Panics gets taken down. Big plays going down on this site. Anseal slides in, gets a kill. Nose rises in this corner, picks up another one, but Phantoms is playing a corner on the site, and it's a 1v1 right now. Big kill from Relapse, and that's going to be the map. 6-1 for Timbits, 2-0 in the series, and they are on match point.
it's coming in hot on this. They want to get it over with. They are sitting, lounging, hanging out.
Yeah, 100%.
I feel like they're not no sweat off their back right now, but Cobra Elite's got to break, step it up on control for maybe at least to contest this. But this just shows why Timbits was undefeated in playoffs. Why they're top of the seeding. So we'll see how it goes though. But 2-0 so far in this best of 5. Sorry. We are going to be switching hosts, so we will be right back in 2 more minutes. Welcome, everybody, back to the Canadian Esports Championship Series. My name is Wilby, and I'm here with Carney. We are on the third map in this best of 5 grand finals for Black Ops Cold War. Carney, we've seen Timbits 2-0 right now in this best of 5 absolutely dominate Kobra Elite in Search and Destroy and Hardpoint, but we're coming into Control here. And immediately we see battles. This is coming out over towards on the A point. But how does Control kind of differ from somebody, in Search or Hardpoint, right? Because you've kind of the kills of Search, like the kill-death ratio of Search, but almost the respawn of Hardpoint. But you know what I mean? So what are some good things to do on Control to make sure that, maybe you're not giving away your life?
The biggest thing is not split pushing and always waiting till your whole team is spawned up to hit a push. Because if you're just trickling out and the other team is set up, you're just giving them free lives. And as we see, the Timbits, or sorry, Kobra Elite is gonna get the A point right off the rip. So big showing out of Kobra Elite on this one. I definitely wasn't expecting that, just because Timbits is one of the stronger control teams that I've seen. Their control might be bit stronger than their hard point, in my opinion. So this is very surprising to see. But that A site, honestly, if you give that one up, the B is definitely much easier to hold. Just because it is obviously deeper towards the defending spawn. And as we say that, that life count, as you can see at the top of your screen, is going to be 14 for Kobra Elite and 14 for Timbits. It is going to be tied up. Just a little note
teams
that
are backwards,
yeah,
right? Yeah, the names.
yeah, the names are just going to be swapped. So it is going to be the Timbits on the red team and Kobra Elite on the blue.
So I do have an overlay here as well now, so it should fix it. But yeah, I apologize for that. That was on me. I thought we were switching hosts there, but back to it. It looks like it looks like we see absolute slaughter, mayhem coming out of Timbits, but Cobra Elite they were able to get that first point.
Yeah, so the Cobra Elite did come out very strong, but looks like Timbits weathered the storm here. It's gonna be 5 lives to 10 for there. Most likely gonna be a Timbits win on this defense for them. As Frux is trying to do all he can to stay alive here. 2 lives, 9 remaining, 5 seconds left, and that's definitely gonna be a 1-0 for Timbits. Disregard what it's saying on the screen. Yeah. So the Cobra Elite came out really strong at the beginning of that control, but as I said, the Timbits weathered the storm there and just kept composure, and that's what you like to see out of the top teams when things start not going your way in a game. You're able to flip that switch, keep composure, and just do what you're supposed to do to win. And as you can see, that's exactly what the Timbits did there. And right off the rip, it looks like the Timbits are going to go for a B hit. I like this play. If it's not, it looks like it's going to be completely unexpected out of the Cobra Elite squad. And I'm expecting a couple ticks coming right off the rip here for Timbits.
Seen this corner play a lot, hey? Yeah. Like, especially on Control here. This corner is such a annoying corner. I mean, as I say, Rep takes out Phantom, but such an annoying corner to try to clear out, because you have to essentially push out from the window to go clear it out deep enough. But if you have somebody holding a cross on B, then you just get picked from the window, right?
Exactly. So yeah, that's a great spot. It cuts off 2 of the main angles that you can get shot from. As we say that, Timbits is going to get a cap on that B point. And this is
Krieg.
not.
Has he been he's not normally a Krieg player, is he?
Relapse. Yeah, no, Relapse is the second Krieg for Timbits. Yeah. So usually most teams do 2 submachine guns, 2 ARs with that main AR. As I said, Paul Panics. And then relapse, depending on the map, sometimes he will switch to the AK-70 for you, but not very likely in this meta, just because the Krig is so strong. And as we were talking, Timbits is going to take a 2-0 lead. They're going to be on map point, match point, and tournament point here. And I'm expecting them to close it out.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the way the Timbits have been playing all season, it's kind of expected out here. But until it's over, it ain't over till it's over, right? So we'll, yeah, we
Yeah.
will get this at least, you know, this last round, last 2 points to take. Could it be it? Could it be the last two? I mean, Phantom starts it off really well there with a frag onto Glitch, just doing what he does best.
Yeah, so we're going to see Phantom here hitting a major flank, huge kill out of Frux there, or else the player on point is going to be
Oh,
wiped out. Yeah, Frux, he's going to be my MVP for Kobra Elite. He's been trying to do everything he can, but unfortunately, the slaying power of Timbits is just too strong to fight back. And Phantoms again going to be playing in this art side. Huge kills coming out of him. And he is in a very strong power position here. They're going to be pushing over Cobra Elite to hit that B site, it looks like. And he's just going to be chasing them. So this is
right.
not orthodox gameplay. He is just playing for kills at this point.
He's gonna cut in, and they have no idea he's middle because Rep just ran all the way through there. He misses his shots. Actually, he's taken out by Freeze. That is not a good Frank, but Freeze. That's not a good play, but Freeze able to pick up two. Actually, he's going for the battle again. Frux is angry that he picked him off for his flank. He's able to, get out of there without getting taken out, and we just see some fighting back in the spawn. First point has been taken on A. Now we're moving on to B, but that's where Timbits are posted up.
Yeah, so Timbits, as you can see on the minimap, they had to clear out their spawn here. There is one in their money window. He's just playing very ratty, and Phantom's going to turn around, maybe challenge. This is a huge gunfight. Phantom's just saying, I'm going to gun you, and Incio saying, you might, and hiding in the kitchen there, and just waiting for his team to push up. And Incio making some big plays right there, but does eventually get taken out. And the life count is just dwindling for Cobra Elite, almost double the lives the Timbits have from them. And Freeze, as you can see, is on a 5 kill streak. So Freeze is trying to end this map right here.
Sitting waiting. I mean,
Yeah.
nobody.
Yeah.
It's funny you see insane amounts of aggression come out of a player like Frux, and you see Freeze who's on a 5 kill streak. He's played it really chill. There we go. Call it a 6. He's going for the 7th. He does get taken out by Unseal though, but
8
yeah, with
lives
20
left.
and yeah, it's 25 seconds left to take it. We got Rep and Frux.
All up to Rep. And he picks one up. And some bodies as a consolation. And that's going to be the map and the tournament. Timbits are your CECS Cold War season champions.
That is unbelievable domination we see out of Timbits the entire season here. Just have to give a big shout out to them. Kudos for sticking with the whole season, in and out of everything. That is for a team to take it that decisively, I feel like it is well deserved.
Yeah, just putting their skill on display, Timbits are. They definitely deserve this one, and just domination this season out of them.
Yeah, complete domination. Here we'll bring us back to the desk, and I'm just trying to get one of the Timbits guys here into
Yep,
our
we're trying to get a little interview
interview.
going here.
Yeah. We'll figure that out here. Let's see this. Let's get him in. Is Gonna... We will... Welcome back, everybody, to the Canadian Esports Championship Series. Tonight, we just witnessed an absolute dominating win coming out from Timbits over Kobra Elite in a 3-0 on the best of 5 in our grand finals. From checkmate to Moscow, we saw a team that hasn't been stopped all season, and we have them here for an interview. Gentlemen, we have Phantom, Freeze, Paul Panics, and Relapse, the entire quad team from Timbits. I guess we start with a Relapse as a kind of dedicated team captain, you know, the one kind of coordinating all this stuff. How does it feel coming out of the season with an absolute massive dub like this?
You know, it's pretty good. It was our first tournament together, I guess, league. So it was fun, nice and easy. We didn't lose a map the whole season, so that was fun. But yeah.
That's good. I mean, actually, that's fire. You guys did not lose a map the entire season. The completely undefeated. That is something you don't see often. And
3-0'd every single round.
I mean, that's also why most games went fast. But we're actually you're saying we're kind of talking about how SMGs versus ARs and stuff like that. So I want to bring it to Paul. Paul, as kind of the primary AR guy on the Krieg, how do you? I mean, you do. Carney was saying it. When you're popping off, the rest of the team's popping off. So as a big AR guy, do you find that you have kind of that pressure to do the damage that maybe the SMGs can't?
No, I mean a lot of the guys in our squad, especially the 2 SMGs, just fly and fry. So it makes my job a lot easier where I just have to hold spawns. And if I'm holding spawns properly and they're fighting just against their SMGs and I'm taking out their ARs, that it makes them look a little better and makes me look pretty good as well because my stats are pretty good against the other AR players, and these guys, yeah, they're pretty unbelievable.
No, it's definitely. I mean, when you have a supporting team like that, it does make your job a lot easier. But I mean, coming from some of the players who are up front, I guess we bring it to Phantom as a SMG AK-74U. That's your gun. You're pushing. You're being aggressive. We're talking about that too in the stream, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how do you keep that up? How do you keep the confidence and going into each fight and making sure you bounce back even after you get fragged?
Honestly, it's just experience and repetition. You know what gunfights you're going to be getting into. Well, at least you should. You have the confidence that you can win those gunfights and that you should win those gunfights. So that mentality of just alone going into these games is what you need to have, and that's what I got going. So definitely works out for me.
It's just cracked.
Yeah, I'm pretty cracked.
Hey man, you gotta take your dubs where you can, right? And appreciate that. And it's something. I mean, like you said, experience. Like there's only so many times you can be down and out where you're like, I just gotta get better. I just gotta get good. And then you start hitting, things start clicking, and then you're gonna it just you grow over that. But I mean, you guys said you're a new team, right? So I mean, Freeze, how long are you've been together? Just the start of the season?
Yeah, so they played the first tournament together, the 3 of them, and then I know Paul personally for a few years now. So he's like, we need a new SMG, so I came in.
Another cracked SMG.
Just
I swapped positions too. I played sub at the beginning with Phantoms. I was under a different name as God of War OG for one of the other tournaments, and then we brought Friesen and I swapped to the AR role for this tournament.
Okay.
Yeah, and it looks like that did end up working out for you guys. So what's next for your team? You guys thinking about playing in challengers? What are you guys thinking? Just playing for fun?
We're in another league right now. We just signed up for the Salvations Elite League, so we're gonna see how that goes, and then I don't know.
Yeah, we just won our first match in there the other day, 3-0, pretty easily as well. So our no loss map ratio is still up there.
want to give a little shout out to Relapse though, because this is his very first Call of Duty where he's, well, pretty much his very first Call of Duty, and he took it competitively. He learned from a lot of people and everyone around him, and turns out he's is more than capable of winning tournaments and playing Call of Duty competitively. So shout out to him.
Yeah, that's fantastic. You know, the type of support from your team as well. I didn't know it was your first COD. That's awesome. I mean, it definitely didn't seem like it was your first COD, and obviously the rest of you guys, you know, you're well versed. But how do you? I guess with Cold War, do you find Cold War is has any things over like different version of Call of Duty that maybe you've had to adapt to, especially with it being kind of new, right? It came out last in the November 2020, so it's been
like that, yeah.
6-7 months. That's not a lot of time to learn a new game.
I mean, they drop a new game each year, so it's kind of just you got to learn it at the start and then pick it up from there.
I think after the first month, like we've all been playing COD for so long, minus Relapse, that you sort of understand the movements, and after a couple weeks, even I think you're just right in the flow of it. It's COD. They're all the same. It's you're anticipating where people are coming from. The time to kill is pretty similar in most of these CODs, so I think it's pretty easy to pick up within the first couple weeks to a month, and then from there it's just playing as much as you can and being able to predict spawns and where gunfights are coming from, and that's what I think separates some of the good players from the really elite players.
Absolutely. I mean, COD obviously gets sometimes a bad rap of being, you know, more like run and gun, kind of not necessarily as tactical as other explicit tac shooters, but it really does come down to the read, right? We saw a great read coming out on Moscow, actually. We were saying it when you guys were playing Search. On the third round, you decided to go B instead of, or I guess on your, you know, third time attacking, you decided to go B instead of A. And I mean, most would think it's a pretty obvious play, but it really depends on what you were doing before. And I feel, correct me if I'm wrong, right? You guys kind of knew that you pulled over the team. They were going to be expecting another A hit just because you were winning your game, your gun duels. But you guys decided to, you know, play it smart and go over, you know, completely different site. Was that kind of like an on the fly thing, or is that more like a common strategy where you get them to, you know, kind of post up on the site you've been hitting hard and then just switch them to the next?
I mean, I think it's just sort of just what we're feeling at the moment. A lot of times it's just spur of the moment. Like we don't have a set game plan where we're going into it. Like we sort of just feed off each other and try to play off each other. And if we're all feeling it that round, we'll hit a different bomb site than what we're used to. But sort of what it is for us.
For our team, it's we pick a site to go either plant bomb or to defend. We don't really have much of a set strategy, and depending on the situation, that's when we adapt, and it tends to work out for us almost every time. So that's pretty good.
What do you guys think sets you apart from a lot of these other teams? You got gun skill. You guys know your spawn knowledge. What do you guys think sets you apart from other top teams?
What do you think, Levi?
Probably gun skill, and then maybe aggressiveness and assertion on the map, most likely, and being able to rotate it kind of early. So.
Yeah, I think
like
it's confidence a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
I think we just have a lot of confidence in every player here. You know, working with each other, we rely on each other, and you know, with good chemistry comes, you know, great things. So, I mean, we don't even need to communicate a lot of things to each other just because, you know, we all get along. We know what we do. We know our roles. So.
Yeah, if you listen to our comms, it's not like super hectic. Like for the most part, Levi and I, or Freese and I, have been playing together for like 4 or 5 years, so we sort of know each other's play styles and like how we're going to push things. And for the most part, we trade pretty efficiently, and I think that's what separates like us from other teams is just our trade ability and to be able to pull off those two pieces and stuff when we need to break a hill or hold a hill, whatever it may be.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think that just comes with, I mean, it's kind of nice you guys just kind of go on the flow though, right? You play your own games, but you support each other, and I think that's how you can play against, you know, different styles of teams in any sort of scenario, and we kind of saw that. But do you guys find that sometimes playing as a team, do you ever go back to the kind of like a solo play? Do you ever forget you're kind of doing that, or because you're in a tournament, do you find that you're constantly like, okay, how can I support each other? How can I cover somebody's flank? Kind of more tactical thoughts.
Oh well, there's in every game. You always have to win some of your solo gunfights. You just got to learn when you have to push together, and then versus when you're just 1v1ing somebody for spawns or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, like in Search and Destroy specifically, like a lot of teams have like say an island player that'll hold a certain point, and he needs to win at least one gunfight. So you got to have some individual skill in there too, obviously, to combat the teamwork. But yeah, you gotta win your ones, and that's the most important thing. And then from there, just trade efficiently and trust your teammates and play the correct spots.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. No, I think I think you guys kind of said it. It's the experience that comes with it. COD doesn't necessarily differ extremely between the versions. At least now, I think the worst would be going from like Modern Warfare to Cold War and an engine change, right? Something movement's a little bit different, but the mindset is still there. So I mean, we saw that all the way through the season. So I just want to say congratulations, guys. You did a fantastic job. Always a pleasure to have you on stream. The games you're playing. I think I'm good. Carney, you got anything else you want to ask the boys? Kind of get some insight.
That's about it. We just saw him fry. Probably they want to celebrate. Throw it over to
Ready celebrating.
yeah.
No,
Started
we are
round one.
too, don't worry, I just can't put on stream. I guess before we head out, each one of you guys, is anything you want to say? Anybody you want to shout out? Anything? We'll start with you, Freeze. Any last words before we call it a season and we say goodbye till next time?
Just really great that you guys hosted this. It's fun when we could play matches. Hopefully I'll be in it next time, and thanks a lot.
Absolutely, yeah. I'd love to have you back. Phantom, what any last words? Any last thoughts?
Same with Freeze. Just want to thank you and appreciate the hard work you guys have put into it. I'm sure it's not easy, and thank you for the casters like yourself and Carney, and for all the rest of the teams that have been in the tournament. You all put up a good fight, and yeah, just thank you.
Absolutely, yeah. No,
We hope
we
to see you
appreciate
next
that.
year.
Yeah. No, we definitely want you guys back. We got some new stuff coming out, so you'll see some official postings on what we're gonna do next. Paul, any last words? As AK-74U to a Krieg switch over for the team. What do you have to say?
Yeah, just thank you guys for hosting this and putting on streams and stuff for us. It helps with like exposure and everything like that, which is always great. Yeah, I just hope for next time that we sort of get a little bit more consistency with playing time and matches and everything like that. That would be really fantastic. It's kind of annoying to not have to know when your matches are and being canceled last minute. So I just hope that the teams that do participate next time are a little bit more on the ball with that sort of thing and can stick to a schedule, which would be great. And yeah, thank you guys so much.
Absolutely. No, I completely agree. It is difficult, and as somebody who's played competitive esports, throughout my couple years, it's been scheduling is probably one of the most difficult things. It's not so much the game or anything like that; it's the actual scheduling of the team. So we do appreciate you guys, showing up, making sure you're always on your top of your game, and obviously, we'll take all the feedback we can get, but at the end of the day, we can only do so much. So at least you guys are here. You showed up, and before we head out, Relapse. You, like I said, as team captain, as the one who we've been liaising with, as kind of primary point of contact. What are your last thoughts of this season? How do you think it recapped, and what are your thoughts for future?
It was awesome. We're excited to try it again next season, and thanks to everyone again. I'm going to say exactly what the other guys said. Thanks to you guys for hosting. It was great. GG's to everyone else in the tournament. It was a fun time. Hopefully, we'll see everyone next year.
Oh, great. No, you know, like I said, I want you guys to come back. We got some other teams hopefully going to come back. We'll get you all the info for next season. But I think that's about it. So we will leave it here. We just heard from Timbits if you're just tuning in. And unfortunately, the stream is about to end. So thank you so much for watching this absolute slaughter coming out from the top team undefeated in Black Ops Cold War CECS Season 1. Mind is blown, and I'm gonna let the boys celebrate. So thank you so much to our sponsors, Red Bull, No Frills, all the fans, all the love in the chat, everybody who's been here through the entire season. Thank you so much. Thank you, Timbits. You guys are great, and the rest of the teams in the season. Carney, any last words before we head out?
Just join the CECS Discord, follow the Instagram and Twitter handles in the bio down below to keep up to date with everything, and we'll be announcing some big things very soon.
Great. Well, thanks so much again to everybody. Have yourselves a fantastic night, and as always, I will be seeing you next time.